In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NBA games happening on May 6, 2025, and providing you with a free team pick and total pick for this game, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on this 2 NBA game after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Indiana Pacers versus Cleveland Cavaliers. On Tuesday night, the Indiana Pacers, who hold the number 4 seed, will go head-to-head with the top-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers at Rocket Arena. Indiana took the first game of the series and also came out on top in 3 of their 4 regular season meetings with Cleveland. When it comes to the spread, the regular season tally was split at 2-2. Over their last 10 meetings, the Pacers lead the Cavaliers 6-4 straight up and also 6-4 against the spread. The total went over in 6 of those matchups, suggesting these two teams tend to score plenty when they face off. Golden State might be missing a piece in this one, as Gary Payton II is listed as questionable heading into the game. On the other side, the Timberwolves won't have Rob Dillingham again. Back to the Pacers and Cavs. Indiana showed up big in the final quarter of Game 1. With the score knotted at 101 and just over 7 minutes left on the clock, the Pacers went on a 15-5 run that essentially sealed the win. They attacked with a balanced defense and really clamped down on Donovan Mitchell while also keeping Cleveland off the 3-point line. The Cavaliers struggled to find any rhythm on defense, and if Indiana hadn't been a little sloppy themselves, the gap could have been even wider. Despite turning the ball over 17 times and giving up 70 points in the paint, the Pacers were the more dominant team. Cleveland, meanwhile, has real concerns, not just with defense, but with their ability to generate good shots. Garland's absence was felt, and now they might be without Evan Mobley and DeAndre Hunter, both of whom are questionable with injuries. Indiana just looked better on both ends of the floor. Cleveland is walking into Game 2 with some serious concerns. They already lost home court by dropping the opener, and they're still waiting to see if Darius Garland will be healthy enough to play. Evan Mobley and DeAndre Hunter are also questionable, which adds even more pressure on the already short-handed Cavs. If even one of these guys can't go, Indiana will have a golden opportunity to go up 2-0 before heading home. Even if they suit up, there's no guarantee they'll be close to 100%. That would leave a lot on Donovan Mitchell's plate. He put up 30 shots in Game 1, but only connected on 43.3% of them. With defenders like Aaron Nesmith on the perimeter and Miles Turner protecting the rim, it won't be easy for Mitchell to carry the load by himself. Without real support, things could get tough quickly for Cleveland. If Mobley is either out or not at full speed, Pascal Siakam could have a field day. Siakam is one of the most effective forwards in the league off the dribble, and if Cleveland can't contain him, they're going to be forced to send extra help. That's dangerous against a team like Indiana, which leads the league in 3-point shooting percentage. In Game 1, the Pacers hit 10 more threes than the Cavaliers. That kind of gap is hard to overcome, especially if Cleveland can't close out on shooters. The Cavs will be in a tough spot if they can't figure out how to slow the Pacers down from deep and limit Siakam's impact. Cleveland will probably be favored heading into this one because it's a must-win scenario for them. You don't want to start a playoff series by losing 2 straight at home. Over the course of the season, Cleveland had the better record, and they've also been solid against the spread at 51-35-1. But none of that seems to matter much right now. Since January, the Pacers have been one of the hottest teams in the league, and they just torched Cleveland in Game 1. Indiana has won 4 of their last 5 games against the Cavs, including 3 straight victories. And now, with Mobley and Hunter both dealing with injuries, plus Garland having not played in nearly 2 weeks, Cleveland is in a vulnerable spot. Indiana's offense is clicking, their confidence is sky high, and the Cavaliers just might not be healthy enough to hang. As our first pick for this matchup, the Indiana Pacers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. During the regular season, when Cleveland was favored at home, the total went over in 27 out of 43 games. In recent matchups between these two teams, the over has hit in 3 of their last 4 contests, with each of those going above the current projected total of 229 points. The Pacers were dialed in from 3-point land in Game 1, and there's no reason to believe they'll cool off now, especially with the momentum they've built. Even with 17 turnovers and just 38 points scored in the paint, there's an argument to be made that Indiana can be even sharper this time around. On the other end, Cleveland should bounce back from their rough night beyond the arc. They still managed to put up 70 points in the paint, so if they can shoot just close to their season average from deep, their total will rise fast. This is a matchup between two fast-paced teams, with both squads ranking in the top 10 in tempo. Game 1 was a sprint from start to finish, and both teams got up a ton of threes. Despite some mental lapses that led to 17 turnovers, the Pacers still managed to make 19 threes and shoot better than 52% from both the field and beyond the arc. Donovan Mitchell scored 33 points in the opener, but he wasn't very efficient in doing so. Cleveland couldn't buy a bucket from deep, but they still put up 112 points thanks to their dominance inside. Game 2 is likely going to be another high-scoring affair. Both teams will look to push the pace and fire from deep. The Pacers will clean up some of their mistakes, and it's unlikely the Cavs will be that cold from 3 again. Expect a shootout. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Golden State Warriors versus Minnesota Timberwolves. The Golden State Warriors are set to go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference semifinals. It's going to be a tough, physical series, and both teams come in with something to prove. Golden State might not be at full strength for this one, as Gary Payton II is currently listed as questionable. Minnesota, on the other hand, will be missing Rob Dillingham once again. The Warriors managed to survive another close call after nearly blowing a 3-1 lead. But that last series showed a lot of cracks. They kept shuffling their lineups, hoping to find a spark, but nothing consistent came from the bench. They're still searching for a reliable third option to take some of the weight off Curry and Thompson, and the matchup with Houston highlighted how much they struggled with size and physicality. On the flip side, Minnesota wrapped up their series in just 5 games and might be the most slept-on team still standing. Anthony Edwards continues to show he's built for the playoffs, and the guys around him fit his game really well. Randall and McDaniels have stepped it up on both ends, and Gobert was a difference maker in the paint against the Lakers. The Timberwolves have depth, they can adapt to different lineups, and they've been especially good at home, where they'll have the edge in this series. I think Golden State's supporting cast is going to have a really hard time finding their rhythm here. As our first pick for this matchup, the Minnesota Timberwolves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. These two teams met 4 times during the regular season, and in 3 of those games, the combined score hit at least 216 points, with 2 of them clearing 220. The Warriors had no trouble putting up points in their first round series with the Rockets, scoring at least 103 in each of the last 5 games. Curry stayed clutch when it mattered most, and Buddy Hield went off for 33 in Game 7. On the other side, Minnesota scored 116 or more in 3 of their 5 games against the Lakers. They didn't rely on just one guy. Either 4 different players led them in scoring across those 5 matchups. Julius Randle, who averaged 19 points per game in the regular season, put up 22.6 per game against Los Angeles. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.